The President of the United States promised to shut down Guantanamo Bay within 1 year of taking office. He has received little support, even among Democrats. But in a surprise move on Wednesday, under cover of darkness, the administration relocated 4 detainees from Guantanamo Bay to Hamilton, Bermuda, a move that outraged many in Bermuda and in Britain, of which Bermuda is a territory. Well, tonight, for the first time, the Guantanamo Bay detainees speak out. In a rare and exclusive interview with men who've lived under a cloud of secrecy and isolation for years, I asked them their thoughts on the Bush and the Obama administrations.
We were
in a jail innocently for more than 7 years during the President Bush administration. Now the new President Obama became elected. He tried really hard to bring justice, and he has been trying very hard to find other countries to resettle us, and finally he freed us. President Obama promised that he's going to shut down Guantanamo Bay, Cuba within 1 year, and signed the executive order. I would like the President Obama to honor that word and free my 13 brothers who left behind and all the rest of the people who deserve to be free.
Well, the men are called Uyghurs, Muslims from Western China. They were captured in Afghanistan and Pakistan after the U.S. bombings began in October of 2001. Their country has called them terrorists. They say they were caught up in circumstances beyond their control.
This is not true, because I have never been any kind of training camp. I have never been receiving any training, and the U.S. courts confirmed this, that I have never been a terrorist or trained for a terrorist. So this is just an accusation against me.
Uyghur Brown is a premier of Bermuda. He is joining us live tonight via webcam from Smith's Parish, Bermuda. Thank you so much for joining us, sir. It has been a few days. It has some time to sink in with the people there in Bermuda. There were many skeptical people at first, and we heard from them throughout our trip there last week. What are they saying now about it?
Well, I think the tide is turning, Don. As each day goes by, there seems to be growing support, especially from the religious community.
There was a no-confidence vote by the opposition party in Parliament on Friday, and I think they're going to take it up again starting next week. Are you concerned about that, Mr. Premier?
Well, I'm always concerned, but let's be clear. There was no vote. They tabled a motion. We don't know if or when it's going to be taken up. There's some technical issues to be dealt with. But, you know, whatever happens with that, it will have its own life. But we feel comfortable in having done the right thing for humanity.
And listening to the outrage in Bermuda, and some really just, you know, people around the world wondering what was going on, I have to ask you this: do you think that you will survive this politically? You think you'll be okay?
Yes, I think I'll be fine.
Okay. The British government has said publicly, and you know that I spoke with you about this, that they're not happy with the way that it was handled. They were contacted late, but they do say that they support you. Most likely it'll end up being a slap on the wrist, but they want to make sure that it doesn't happen again, but they do support you. You said to me that there was tension there, but you believe tension in this relationship is healthy. Why is that?
Well, because we are an overseas territory. The British government controls Bermuda, and there are those of us who want to see that come to an end at some point when the people of Bermuda want it to happen. And so it's natural that there will be some tension. I called it healthy because I think that's what happens when intelligent people take different viewpoints.
And I think what you're saying is that you want independence, and in order to get independence, you may need a very big ally, and that ally would be President Barack Obama. I understand that you had a phone call with him. Is that correct?
That's correct. The president called and expressed his thanks to me and to the government and people of Bermuda, and I conveyed those thoughts to the people.
Okay. Uyghur Brown is a premier of Bermuda, and again, we thank him for joining us with this exclusive interview here tonight. And as we said, the premier has confirmed that there was a vote of no confidence that was tabled, but we're going to be checking that out next week, and I actually may be back in Bermuda to see what goes on. Thank you so much, Mr. Premier.
Thank you.